What's good, yo? What's good? For Mike C, Speaker Club podcast live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I got my boy with me from the ways of Northern Ireland, Claude Crack.
Yeah, what's up, everyone?
Yeah. Today, talking about a legendary MC and his legendary debut album from Newark, New Jersey, Redman. What the album? Very important album for me. Like we do every episode, we get into how we got into said artists and stuff like that. And I got a pretty dope story. For me, like before I was even into hip hop, I remember Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. You know, Yo MTV Raps, because my uncle would record that shit like he recorded the fucking wrestling pay-per-views back in the day, bro. So I remember seeing Paper Thin, MC Light video, all the Public Enemy joints, you know, all that shit. And I remember seeing Redman with a black hoodie and sunglasses on, freestyle on Yo MTV Raps. I remember that. I didn't know who the fuck it was, but Uncle's like, yeah, that's Redman. So around 1995, when I started collecting, my cousin Holly gave me What the Album. She liked it, but she just wanted to help me like gain my collection because I only had 3 tapes at that time. I had Ready to Die, E1999 Eternal, and what was it? Wu-Tang at the 36 Chambers. So she gave me that to expand my collection, and ever since then, diehard Redman fan. Especially There's a Dark Side, bro. Like when I got that, it was over. You feel me? Bad Muddy Waters, and then I was there for like when Muddy Waters first came out, and when Doc's Name released, I was there for those. So diehard fan, one of the greatest MCs to ever fucking live, in my personal opinion. So how did you get into Redman, Ross? How did you enter your?
Yeah, I probably would have heard him around the time when Malpractice came out, which I know is not that great of an album, but I think those 2 singles, you know, Let's Get Dirty and Smash Something, I think those are pretty good songs. You know, those are good hits. And but I didn't get it into him until about a year later when my older brother got this album, What the Album, and yeah, I always loved it. It's the first time I heard Time for Some Action. Like that's one of those songs that you know you like it right away. You know what I mean? Like a lot of music has to grow on you, not with Time for Some Action. You know, when you hear that for the first time, you're just like, wow, you know, blown away. And yeah, I agree with you. Definitely one of the goats in you know, the game. Like as far as like charisma, wordplay, like on this album in particular, like he's funny, but he's raw. You know what I mean? Like this guy will beat the shit out of you, but at the same time, he'll make you laugh while doing it. Like, you know, like Redman, he was on another level. And of course, you know, him coming up with, you know, the Hit Squad, you know, EPMD, K Solo, like that whole crew. You know, you got Eric Sermon on the boards with him on this album. And yeah, when I first heard this album, I loved it right away, pretty much. And yeah, I've been a big fan ever since. For me, and just like you, I like his 90s stuff the best. But, you know, he still got it, you know what I mean? He could drop another dope album someday, but yeah.
Fuck yeah, brother. I just remember that fat ass gray cassette tape. That's what, with the bold white print. Like, that's what the tape looked like. I never forget that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, and that album cover, too.
Oh, it's incredible. Fuck yeah. The blood and shit.
Yeah. It's perfect for this album.
Absolutely. Let's get into the album, man. Redman, What the Album? So we get the intro, Psycho Ward. We get the introduction to Dr. Travis. You know, he tells Redman that he has papers that shows he strangled a white man at a rap concert, but also done this act in 12 other states. He tells him to bring unnecessary anger out of his system and to put it into the debut album. I just love how Dr. Intro is. Like, Dr. Travis is like his psychiatrist. You know, Redman, wake up. Fire, bro. Love that. So dark, too.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, a great way to kick off the album. Really kind of intrigues the listener and sort of gets them thinking, you know, what's this all about? And I always like that he has sort of like a loose kind of concept. No, it's not a concept album, but just like it has like a little thread in the background. Just really helps the album along, in my opinion. And yeah, like you said, dark. Like it's a really kind of really cool way to start off the album. The only thing that ever kind of reminds me of is sort of like Ice Cube, at the start of like America's Most Wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any last words? Fuck all y'all. Kind of similar to that, but yeah, this is more sort of fantastical, a little bit more over the top. But yeah, very dope way to kick off the album, and it leads perfectly in the track too.
Yeah, which is time for some action. Man, like Ross said, you just like it off the rip. That's how I was when I first heard this song. Banging beat by the legendary Eric Sermon. Love the Cypress Hill sample. Red spits a slew of braggadocious rhymes. Definitely a great way to kick off the album. Song wise, an absolute fucking classic. Love this song. It never gets old. Banging. Love it.
Yeah, I love this song too. Big single off this album,
Yup.
and like you said, that Cypress Hill sample. How I could just kill a man. Time for some action.
Fire.
Like, that's going to get you hyped up.
Definitely.
Explosive way to kick off the album. The beats on this album, done by Eric Sermon and Redman himself, like they're so funky, but at the same time they're dirty. You know what I mean? Like really kind of greasy sort of atmosphere to them, and I love that. And Redman, he just comes out swinging hard on this track. You know what I mean? You know, I'm too hot. Some say I got more juice than Tupac. You know what I mean? Love that. Such a great song. I remember, the way the song kind of ends off, with him, he's about to break into another verse, and they're like, yo, chill, you don't gotta say no more. That used to sort of annoy me a bit because I wanted them to continue. It's like, oh, come on. But yeah, I love this song. One of my favorite songs from Redman. Probably one of my favorite songs in general. Just incredible single.
Yeah.
And yeah, so absolutely fantastic song.
Absolutely, man. Fuck yeah, brother. Great breakdown on that one.
Didn't Mike Tyson come out to that?
He might have. I don't remember. I know he came out to Ambitions as a rider for sure.
And he came out to DMX as well. The intro
The
of
intro, yeah.
It's Dark and Hell's Hot. Yeah.
He must have, because around this time I was watching a lot of boxing with my grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
So I must have seen the nigga come out to it. He had to.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Yeah. Then we get the funk. A short track of Redman kicking rhymes of a Parliament sample. I wish he didn't get cut off because he was freaking that joint. I didn't really quote nothing, but
it seems to be a bit of it's a bit of a trend on this album. It happens a few times where he's about to kind of continue, and they're like, "No, let's move on."
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the first beat because it's kind of split in this two halves. Like the first half is kind of more like an interlude, and then the second half is him rapping. I really like the beat on the first half, and I kind of wish it was flip-flopped the other way around where he was rapping on the first beat. But yeah, not much to say. It's sort of like a nice kind of calm down after Time for Some Action, which is such a powerhouse of a song. This is sort of funky, but like just kind of like a calm down of that. It's pretty dope. Like I talk about sequencing a lot when reviewing albums, and like I think this album is sequenced perfectly. You know what I mean? You got
Absolutely.
the big heavy hitters, but then you've got these kind of interludes and skits that sort of help sort of flesh out the album, and just make it really easy to kind of get through. This is a 51-minute album, and it's one of those ones that just flies by. So yeah, the funk does a great job of just kind of giving a little bit of breathing space to the album, and not much more to say to it from that. I like it. It's dope. Production's dope, and the little bit of rhyming from Redman's always good. So yeah, no complaints there really.
Oh yeah, Russ. Should we to break that shit down? And Dominic says Mike did come out to it, but with just a loop, apparently.
Oh, just the chorus,
Yeah.
Well, that's dope. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
Get down with that.
Then we get Newsbreak, a new skit covering chaos in Los Angeles. I'm assuming it's LA riots.
Yeah, it would have been the same time period.
Yeah, 92. So, none to add on that.
Not really.
All right. Then we get So Rough.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, absolute funky beat by Eric Sermon. Red talking about catching jokes, basically robbing people. I love the line when Red says, because I packed jammies inside of my North Face coat, had the black brother on scope. Super dope storytelling by Redman on this joint. The Red tells a story of him and Eric Sermon going to Uptown, meeting up with a chick that him and Eric ran through, and she ended up giving him AIDS, bro. Like, moral of the story, what it's trying to tell is wear a condom. Point blank, period. And that's the epidemic. The AIDS epidemic was running rampant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I,
that was
I,
new back then. Yeah.
yeah, it was, man. I was having health class, and it was always stressed, and yeah, it was crazy in the '90s. Niggas even made a hip hop compilation about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep. America's dying slowly.
yup, dope ass storytelling right there. Love that track.
Yeah, I love this song. This is one of my favorites on the album. Um, Yeah, I just love how banging the song is production wise. Like, with the hook as well. You got the flashlight Parliament sample. Da, 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 dee, da, 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 da,
Oh
da,
yeah,
da, da. But the way it's flipped, it's like kind of like real kind of demonic version. You know what I mean? With the funky sample. I don't know. It's like a twisted version of Parliament. You know what I mean? Just the way that it's flipped, and yeah, it's just a really really great track. And yeah, one of my favorites on the album for sure. Big fan of this one.
oh yeah, brother. Great track. Then you get to Jesus Christ. It's hard to put, but one of my favorites on the album for sure. Rated R.
This is a warning. Yeah.
One of my favorite joints on the album, man. I love the line where Reg's like, "I'm not a warrior or barbarian type of nigga. I'm just quick to smoke your family, then fuck your sister." Oh, that's so fucking hard.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest tracks.
It is. I do a drive by. Fuck that. I walk by and spray shit
Spray shit.
and call my
Yeah.
name in your pavement. Oh, Redman lyricism on here is superb on this record. You know, my favorite. Me and Ross talked about this way back, and I quoted this. I had a fight with Chuck, the punk motherfucker, tried to stab me in the gut, so I dazed him with an uppercut. I'm assuming that's Chucky. You feel me? Because then he goes to snap the neck on Michael Myers, and I freaked it because it was August, and he was what did he say? It was August. He was talking this trick or treat shit. Like, oh my god, so fire! And the way he says it and delivers it, you know. He also mentions like Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Leatherface as well. Dog, I'm a big horror fan, so I was loving that.
Yep.
Excellent. So that's probably my favorite song on the album, probably. Rated R, yeah. Rated R and something else is a tie, which was coming up next pretty soon, but yeah, Rated R is crazy, bro. He fucking killed that.
Yeah, I agree. Beat wise, like it's a little bit different from a lot of the songs in the album. Like a lot of this album uses like the kind of zap samples, Parliament
Yeah.
samples, that kind of thing. This one is a little bit more jazzy, a little bit more kind of traditional, kind of East Coast stuff. Yeah, really dope song. Yeah, I think it's probably the hardest lyrically. Another really dope part is where he says, I beat up the devil with a shovel, so he dropped me a level. You know what I mean? Like, just the way he spits that. Like, he was so charismatic from the jump. Like, he was destined to be a big star.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. And yeah, love the song. Big fan.
The way he pronunciates his words too, like, oh god, he's like
Yeah,
the
he's
ultimate.
so clever. So clever.
Fuck yeah, he's incredible, bro.
Yep.
Love Rated R. Then we get Watch Your Nuggets featuring Eric Sermon. Man, banger of a track. Eric Sermon setting it off. There's a singing shit, Eric Sermon does.
Yeah, and this it will get sampled on Temptations by Pac later on.
Hey,
Eric Sermon. Yeah.
I love that sample. The way Easy Mo B did that shit.
Oh,
Crazy.
I love that song, Temptations. Yeah,
it's a great song. Redman takes the second verse and just floats on it with so much character. Didn't really quote no bars on here, but excellent song. Watch Your Nuggets featuring Eric Sermon of EPMD. Great song.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's another one where just the production alone is fantastic. It's another one where I would describe it as like twisted funk. You know what I mean? The way the hook comes in, it's like all kind of pitched down and like kind of strange sounding, but it's fire. You know what I mean? It just works. And really dope to have Eric Sermon on here. It's not necessarily an amazing verse from him, but just dope to have him on there at all. Pretty much the only feature on the album. So yeah, that's pretty dope. And Yeah, never really dub track. Never one of my favorites. I mean, this is one of those albums. There's no whackness on it whatsoever. But yeah, Watching Dog is just another one for me where the production is just crazy good. Like I think this is some of Eric Sermon's best production on this album,
I agree. I,
personally.
I love like you said, the funk samples and stuff, and
Yeah, like he twisted them differently from most guys. You know what I mean? I just love the
yeah.
way he kind of down pitches them and just makes them sound, I don't know, otherworldly.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy shit. I love it. Watching Dog is a really, really good song.
you've been doing that shit since the '80s, '88, my nigga. Like Eric
Yeah, he
Sermon.
doesn't get props for that. You know what I mean? Obviously,
Yeah.
the West Coast gets props. Dr. Dre and all that for introducing P Funk to hip hop. But EPMD were doing that back in '88. If you got to chill and stuff like that. So
Which is another video I remember from my childhood, bro. Like not even in the rap yet, and I remember that video. The nigga dancing and shit in the video with the
yep.
glasses, like if I remember correctly. Yeah, classic, man.
Relax your mind, let your conscience be free. Get down to the sounds of EPMD. Yeah.
We need to do top 10 EPMD songs, man. If we didn't already, for sure. I think we did. Did we? I don't know, my nigga. It's probably so much stuff we did, bro.
Did
But
we? I think we did.
I think we did do it. Yeah,
I
we
think
did.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, damn, nigga. Well, we review an album then, for sure.
Oh, we're doing. We'll definitely do like Business Never Personal. That came out in
Yeah,
'92 as well. Which is
yeah.
like, speaking of that, these are like brother sister albums. You know what I mean? They go
Oh,
so well
definitely.
together.
I agree, brother. So we get Psycho Dub. Back to the psych word. Red is told to relax by one of the nurses. Ain't much to say, bro. You know.
No, I agree. Not much to say, but again, just breaks up the album nicely. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it reminds the listener for the first time that like, oh, this is like a concept that's gonna carry through. It's not just like an intro and they're gonna forget about it. It's like this is something that's gonna be like a recurring thing. And yeah, it's dope. It just kind of keeps you sort of intrigued, like what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
It does its job. And the good thing about the interludes and skits on this album, they're not too long. You know what I mean? So perfect. No, no complaints from me.
Oh yeah. Agree with that for sure. All right, let me get Jam for you, man. I love the bass on this, like bass heavy.
Hmm.
Beat by Eric Sermon, and Redman, but the lyricism, like just killing shit. Float like Muhammad, roll on like Secret. We rip the crowd in half on a sneak tip. That is so dope. Float like Muhammad, roll on like Secret, like the secret deodorant for bitches. It's
Yeah,
so clever. You know, I love that. Just another
Catchy as
joint with
well. Hmm.
fuck yeah. Just another joint with like elite lyricism, bro. Like incredible.
Yeah, I like the line where he says, "Extremely wild, like the hair on Don King."
Yeah, Don King was he was around back then. Shiesty ass nigga too.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. When I was young, I have a distinct memory, listening to this album back in the day when I was a kid. For some reason, this was always one of my favorites, and I don't know why. It's not like listening back to it now, it's not like a super standout, but I've always really dug this song. Something about it, I love like the piano samples that they used on this track
Yeah,
and the way they kind of pitched them down. Like it just sounds really cool. And I love that hook too. I just want to jam for you. You know what I mean? Very catchy, very dope.
fuck yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Redman, like, he's just so entertaining. And yeah, it's just like this is like a dope, deep track that no one really talks about. I'm a big fan of it, always have been.
Uh,
So
I
yeah,
love it too. I just love the wittiness of his wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fucking fire.
yeah,
Love it.
without question. I'm flexy when I'm sexing, wicked when I kick it, like a Tribe Called Question. Yeah,
Yeah, like the pronunciation of his words, like I said before, man. It was incredible, man. Then we get Blow Your Mind, man.
the
Eric
lead
Sermon,
single.
hell yeah, a single as well. Eric Sermon with more immaculate production and real witty with the rhymes in here. It is, hitting women like Madonna all the way down to Smurfette. Like his pop culture references was superb as well. I love this song. Great single. My favorite is coming up later on, like the single wise, but yeah, great. Love that shit.
Yeah, Love Blow Your Mind. I didn't realize that this was the lead single until I was looking up stuff earlier on today. I always thought Time for Some Action was the lead single.
Yeah, yeah. I seen
Um,
the video before. I think there's a video, if I'm not mistaken. I can't fucking remember, but
I can't remember either.
yeah. I
I'm
know
sure
tonight's
there
the night.
is. Oh, Tonight's like
It's
the
black
black and
and
white
white.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know that for sure because Unc had that on tape, my nigga. I watched it a lot. You know.
yeah. This is a dope track. Yeah, it's kind of like just Redman kind of doing his thing. Love the beat on this. Real kind of bass heavy. Again, like just kind of bouncy beat, dirty, grimy, but at the same time funky. And I can understand why they picked it as a single. Like it's immediately kind of just a head knocker. You know what I mean? And like the chorus too. Um, yeah, dope track. You know what I mean? Like playing that reference to saying for Superfly, Jimmy Snooker rips the roof off. That was
Oh,
pretty
that shit
dope.
was hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, really, really good song, and yeah, not much else to say. Another example of like every once in a while, like I don't really consider Redman to be like a gangster rapper, but he comes out with some hard shit. Like when he
Yeah.
says, the top notch of the block because I carry a Glock. Every once in a while you hear stuff like that, and you're like, oh, he may come across as like funny and witty, but like he'll mess you up as well.
Oh yeah, he talks
That's
about
what I
fucking
get
up
from that.
the horror icons. Someone fucking all them niggas up. That was
Yeah,
a dope show.
definitely. So
I read it all.
yeah, or the bit later on in the song where he's like, I'm swift, I like big spliffs, so tisk tisk a tasket. Plus, I keep a Glock in my basket. Like,
Yeah.
another fantastic song in my opinion. This is just like Redman kind of summed up in one song. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Great lyrics, great delivery over like this kind of grimy, funky beat. Awesome stuff.
Absolutely, brother. I think that shit is incredible. All right, now we get to hardcore. It's basically his verse taken off EPMD's 1990 classic, my favorite album from them. Business as usual. I didn't really quote anything. I just think it's an amazing fucking verse. Really, you know.
Yeah, it's a very hard verse. You know what I mean? Like later on when he says, "A monster, murder motherfucks like Manson, a madman who mutilized men with a 9 millimeter." Like
Oh
that.
my god.
The way you know he's just so like obviously the track's called hardcore, and like I don't know if he was given that title ahead of time, but he was probably just like, "Yo, I'm gonna I'm gonna write the hardest verse I can," and he ripped it. He absolutely ripped it. And yeah, like you said, this was originally on EPMD's album from a few years ago. However, I think this fits really nicely on the album. Like it doesn't sound out
Yeah,
of place.
yeah, it never bothered me. It's smooth right into the album.
Exactly.
And
And
the beat's crazy. Ding,
oh,
ding,
the
ding,
bass, crazy.
ding.
Yes, that yeah, that kind of hook. That
Yeah.
like, yeah, always been a big fan of the song, and I think its inclusion in here, um, I guess in a way, it's kind of like putting people on. It's like, yo, um, they don't make it too obvious, but like, I'm sure some people were like, oh, I wonder, what that's from or whatever. You know what I mean? In case you hadn't heard it, EPMD. Um, a dope song, definitely. Even though it's just a verse from another song, it works. I don't know, it just works.
It works for
Hmm.
sure. Oh yeah, brother. Then we get the skit Funky Uncles. A few uncles hanging out talking shit about rap and MC Hammer. It's hilarious. And like little girls like, I want ice cream. You want ice cream cone? Shit. That shit cracked me up. And this would actually make MC Hammer fucking mad. Like he can't take a joke about a skit. Like what a fucking idiot. I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying. He ain't shit.
And Hammer was huge at that time. That's like too legit to quit era and shit.
Yeah, no, Redman, like later on doing interviews and stuff, he said, yo, Hammer don't play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he tried to
Like,
body fucking little white boy from third base, the other one with the glasses, Search.
Yeah, MC Search. Yeah,
Yeah, that nigga's crazy, man.
yeah. Like even though Hammer was dancing in the videos and all that, like he was from the streets and he
Oh
was
yeah, he's
hard.
from
But
fucking Oakland and shit.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, not much else to say. Funny skit, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of like the only funny skit because Redman's known for like funny skits, but I suppose this is like the only one on this album. But yeah,
yeah,
I like it. It's dope. Not too long either. Perfect length.
yeah. I agree. Now we get Redman meets Reggie Noble. Man, that shit is fire, yo. Redman just battling himself, Reggie Noble.
And
Love the
who was
double.
doing that in '92? You
Got
know,
his soul. That shit was fire, bro. Fuck Cassidy did it in '05. Redman did that shit. And I love like the double tracking shit. Oh, he killed that. So
oh
dope.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't really say nothing about that, but that's just fire.
kind of reminds me of like "Give Me the Loot" as well.
Yeah,
Big.
man.
Obviously, he was going back and forth, doing both kind of voices and that too. But yeah, I mean, this is very dope song. This is like another kind of deeper cut on the album that people don't really talk about as much. But yeah, just like the originality behind it of him kind of battling himself. It's sort of, it sounds strange, but like, Redman's such a gifted kind of lyricist and performer that yeah, it works. And another dope beat on the album. And yeah, I believe this is one of the ones that Redman did himself. It's like that's another thing too. It's like he was pretty good on the boards. You know what I mean? Especially on There's a Dark Side. He did a lot of that on his own. And yeah, just
Yeah,
something that's kind of forgotten with Redman is that the guy could produce. Obviously, I'm sure he learned a lot of his skills from Eric Sermon. But yeah, really really dope stuff. So yeah, I like this track. Redman meets Reggie Noble. Original concept done really well, and yeah, it's just yeah, another dope track.
absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man. Let me get Tonight's the Night, another
Oh,
single.
did it,
But,
did
oh,
it,
incredible.
yeah.
Incredible. Hurricane G tells a nigga to, kick that raw shit or whatever. But
Yo,
one of my
Redman, what the fuck, man?
that's great. One of my ultimate favorite Redman joints, man. I'm not an addict, more like puff the magic and pass it when I'm through, cause my crew has to have it. Like I love that. Tonight's the night, and me and my niggas ain't playing. Like Red displays so much dope lyricism on here. Absolutely love this song, man. I used to watch that video a lot. Black and white joint. Yeah. Tonight's the night is great, man. Top tier Redman. Jesus Christ, it got to be in the top three when we get down to that at the end of the review. But yeah, Tonight's the night. Excellent, excellent song. Love it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, just love how kind of smooth the production is in this track. Like a lot of this album, it's quite funky and sort of upbeat. This is a bit of slower track, but it's fire. You know what I mean? Really good kind of change up in that regard. And yeah, I really just think he does an excellent job of kind of floating over that production over, with some really clever rhymes. And yeah, some really dope stuff on there, like towards the end where he says, but if you want to see a fly but frantic, cool, romantic slicker from my man Rick, you better check the yellow pages under smooth shit. I was like,
Shit's
yo,
hard.
yeah, he was something else, you know what I mean? Just like really clever lines and just his delivery, like you said, fantastic. And this kind of shows that like, he's dope, over like funky kind of upbeat stuff, but at the same time, this is like a jazzier, kind of slower track, and he rocks that too. So, you know what I mean, showing off his versatility. So, yeah, it's a classic single, and like you said, I love the video too. I love the fact that it's black and white too. It just kind of fits the overall vibe of the track.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Tonight's the Night, classic Redman track.
Oh, it's so good. Fantastic song. Then we get Blow Your Mind.
The
Second
remix,
verse.
yeah,
Yeah, the remix of Blow Your Mind. Definitely dope, but I prefer the first one for sure. That's just me. I like the first one.
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, not much to say about that for me personally, but I prefer the first one, the original.
Yeah, same lyrics and all that too. It's not,
Yeah,
I know sometimes with remixes, sometimes they'll change up the words, but
yeah,
not this time. But yeah, pretty much it's not even that different really, because they're both like, funky kind of tracks. I think the remix is a little bit cleaner, a little bit maybe not as dark as the original, not as that kind of twisted, warped kind of funk sound as the original. Maybe, in my opinion, the remix is a little bit more straightforward, but
yeah,
still dope. Still like it. Yeah, I personally maybe like would have put it at the end. Maybe I don't
yeah. I would
know.
have been at the end. We just got the original one, you know.
Yeah, it reminds me
Yeah,
of another album that came out in Def Jam. Actually, this is Redman related. J.O. Felonies, What You Gonna Do?
yeah. But early in the track list too, I believe they're together.
Yeah, because they had the original version with Method Man and DMX, and then like a couple of tracks later, they have the remix with Redman and I think Mac 10 and Dub C. I think that's the
Yeah,
remix. Yeah,
same fucking beat too, isn't it? I believe.
close enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
close enough. So yeah, sort of. Not sure about that, but yeah, I still like the remix, pretty dope. But I agree with you. I prefer the original.
yeah. Likewise, brother. Then we get I'm a Bad. We're talking about smoking blunts with Archie Bunker. You know, Archie Bunker was a character from All in the Family, one of my first 70s sitcoms ever. I used to watch the reruns of that shit. Just picturing that is hilarious to me, you know. It's not one of my favorite songs, but it's decent track nonetheless. For me personally.
Yeah, no, I actually agree. I was gonna say that if I had to pick a least favorite, this would probably be it.
Yeah,
But I still like it. You know what I mean? It's still a dope track. Um, Beat wise, this is probably one of the more kind of chaotic, kind of like abrasive kind of beats on the album. Um, and I think Redman does his thing. You know what I mean? I like the line where he says, "Negro funking it with the style in your ear, bro, to make you fear me like Cape without Robert De Niro." Reference to Cape Fear. I thought that was pretty dope.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's a good track. You know what I mean? I've got classic. This is a classic album with no bad tracks. But if I was the forced to pick a least favorite, it would be this one. But still not bad whatsoever.
facts. I agree with that one. Next, we get Cessed One Night. This is a skit where you hear some cops, roll up on some dudes, and you hear looking at the front door playing in the background. One of my favorite main Cell songs. Came out in 91.
Yeah, I've got nothing to say about that one.
Yeah, it's like nothing, right? Like, it's so
it's
short.
it's so short, and honest, I listened to this album twice today, and I still don't remember that skit. So
Yeah, it's not
it's
really
pretty
talking
forgettable
about.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what Jesus? This is definitely one of my favorite songs on here. How to Roll a Blunt. Dope beat produced by Chocolate Boy Wonder himself, Pete Rock.
Hmm.
Redman gives a step-by-step tutorial on rolling a blunt. One of my favorites for sure. Don't have a razor blade, use your fucking fingertips.
Yep.
Me being the fucking weed connoisseur I am, first started smoking weed in 1998. We smoked joints, zigzags. Then around like 99, 2000, started smoking blunts. I didn't know how to roll until like 2001. And this song taught me how to do it. Straight the fuck up. It's easy. Just tuck and roll, baby. Love it. It's amazing. P Rock, that was his year, bro. Making the Soul Brother came out this year.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
excellent song. Excellent
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. Great track. Love the kind of funky production on this, for sure. And yeah, like I mean, the subject matter is, I don't relate to it personally. However, like I still appreciate hearing it. You know what I mean? I'm just with music and me, it's like I always like hearing about things, even if I don't personally relate to them. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like, um, and in this case, it's like I'm learning to do something that I probably won't ever do, but I still think it's it's interesting for sure.
mhm.
And yeah, the production is just fire on this track, and of course with Redman, he breaks it down in such a way it's just so entertaining. You know what I mean? And kind of humorous as well. Just kind of like he puts it so bluntly. Pardon the pun.
Yeah,
Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Um, yeah, just his manner of it's kind of delivery in this track. It's just so perfect. You know what I mean? And he just breaks it down lovely. And yeah, great track. Really, really good.
yeah, excellent. Excellent song, one of my favorites. And now we get Super Lover interview. A chick interviews Redman on why they call him Superman Lover. Just starts flirting with him, shit like that. Nothing really to talk about for me personally. Is just there.
Yeah, at the end, I think she tries to make an advance on him.
Yeah, it's oh sweetheart, oh shit, something that he says at least.
Yeah, yeah, it's just kind of setting up for the next track, really.
Which is incredible. A Day of
Hmm.
Superman Lover, man. The first Superman Lover, that would be on every album. We would have Superman Lover. Red talks about saving a cat in Uptown Manhattan and returning it to its owner. Red also smokes a blunt with the tranny and bounces when he finds out, there's a dick there. I love this song. Incredible for me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with this, he was inspired by EPMD. They had their Jane tracks,
Jane,
and
yo.
yeah, I guess this is kind of like his version of that. And yeah, I love this song. Love the smooth beat to this. Really, really dope. And yeah, just great storytelling on this track, and a really good way to end off the album for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sets up a really dope series of songs. So yeah, I like pretty much all the Superman lovers. They're
I
all
love
dope.
all of them,
Yeah,
especially Muddy Waters one, man.
yeah, yeah.
Toast stay painted because of my foot fetish. Shout out to niggas with foot fetishes, because bitches think that shit is weird.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
shit is hard. I love that shit. Yeah.
I think you put it well once. Sometimes you say that and they look at you like if you just said, "Oh, I like to eat shit."
Yeah, yeah. And that's a fact, dog. That's a fact. We got to review Muddy Waters, bro, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Alrighty. Now it ends with Encore. Just a funky outro, man. The beat's great.
Yeah, it's basically like a reprise of "Blow Your Mind." So
Basically,
it's like
yeah.
the third time we've heard "Blow Your Mind"
Yeah.
on the album, and of course, there's the dark side. The very first thing you hear, track one, is "Blow Your Mind" again.
That's dope how we did that, though.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's like a continuation. Yeah, very dope. But yeah, not much to say about Encore itself. I can take or leave it. It's kind of dope. I always it's a bit of a prog rock thing, isn't it? They like sort of ending off their albums with like a bit of a reprise or whatever.
Yeah.
I know Primus were big fans of that, like Sailing on the Seas of Cheese, they would have like Here Come the Bastards at the end. But I know people in the chat are probably like,
I don't give a fuck. I love Primus.
I'm a big fan too.
I want to do it one day. I want to do Tool Primus. I want to bring like that to the table. I know we'll have no viewers, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't like hip hop, ladies and gentlemen. We like other shit too.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, man, Redman Whut the album, man. For me, it's a 5 micer. I like every song on it, damn near. So yeah, 5 micer. Love this album. One of my first cassettes, so it means a lot to me. It will be my third favorite Redman album after Muddy Waters and There Is a Dark Side. Top 3 tracks, rated R. That's how you roll.
Rated R. It's a warning. Oh yeah.
My favorite, How to Roll a Blunt and Tonight's the Night. Top 3 right there, man. And he would go on to just be, a legend. And after this record, so yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with you. You have to give it for me. I have to give it a 5 as well because there's nothing on this album that I don't like really. Like even the skits and the interludes and all that. Like they don't get in the way of the album. If anything, they kind of help pace it out. Sort of add a little bit to it. And love the production on here done by Eric Sermon and Redman. Working together for most of it. Love the sort of funk samples on here, how they were able to kind of take them and make them, kind of gritty, grimy, perfect for Redman. And, Redman himself lyrically is just so sharp on here. Like I said, he's witty, charismatic, hard, but at the same time funny, you know what I mean? And, yeah, great mix of topics and all that kind of stuff on here too. And, yeah, absolutely like classic debut album. One of my favorite albums from '92, definitely my top 5, I would say, for that year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like pretty much all the tracks are fantastic too, and it's like 51 minutes, like great length too. It's one of those ones where you can listen to it from front to back with absolutely no problems. So, yeah, it's an easy 5 marker for me. And top 3 tracks, I'm going to go with Time for Some Action, um, Rated R, and So Rough. Those are my top 3. But yeah,
So
I love the entire album. And like you said, he just became, a legend from there, obviously doing the stuff, his own solo stuff, and then working with Method Man, like that whole collaboration between the two, and yeah, absolute legend, absolute, like, no doubt about it. We also back in the day did the discography breakdown on
yeah, we,
Redman.
we did. Yes,
Yeah, that was
sir.
fun.
Yes, it was. All real niggas on that panel too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like his later stuff isn't as good. Like Redman himself is always dope. You know what I mean? It was like beat choices and things like that that messed him up later on. But like, I
Yeah,
always had time for Redman.
absolutely. He's a fucking god, bro. Reggie Noble, my nigga. Come on. Give it up for Redman. 30-year anniversary coming. What the album, man. Debut record. So, 40 minutes in. Want to kick it for like another 10, 11?
Yeah, something like that. We can
Yeah,
go on for a bit longer.
yeah.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat. Ask some questions, y'all. Antoine, ask some questions.
Yeah. What
Real
a
good
good album,
advice.
though.
Oh, hell yeah. I really enjoyed that, Ross.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Fuck yeah. So, give y'all niggas a little rundown. I'll tell you what's coming next week. Next week, me and Ricardo, top 10 Rockefeller Records albums. And then the following week, me and Ross, hopefully, I don't know, I think Rick and Steve might jump on, I don't know. The Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. His 25th anniversary of his death is on the 9th. And then the anniversary of Life After Death is on the 25th, I believe. So
That's good.
yeah, we're gonna rep some B.I.G. for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Absolutely, I worship that album, man. I can probably do both discs on the top of my head without writing notes.
Yeah.
You know. Fuck yeah. We already did the Predator, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Love that album.
Have y'all heard Corporate Avenger? No. Is that like Commonwealth King shit? That's, I like one album from them, and that's because of Saint Dog. Because my boys, Luke the Goon, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did a listening party for the first album, and I like it because I never heard it before. I heard all the other whack shit, but it's definitely a decent album. Start up my Your Old Droog trip tonight with Pax, and yeah, Your Old Droog's one of my favorite rappers, Resin. Absolutely. That EP he dropped Friday is fucking flames. What are your top 5 verses in hip hop? That's a good question. It's a hard question, but I could probably do it. Cliche, but nigga, I don't give a fuck. Inspect the deck of Triumph. There's no denying that.
Yeah. Well, my first thought was another Wu-Tang one, Master Killer on the Mystery of Chess Boxing.
That's up there too. That's number 2 probably.
Yeah.
That's what made me leave my fucking crib. That song. So it's a big part of my life. Shit. Biggie and Jay. It's hard to say. Big and Jay on Brooklyn's Finest going back and forth. I know it's not a verse, but the shit they're saying on there is crazy. Let's see. Nas on Affirmative Action. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. This is recent, but Conway on the Cow, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
my fucking God, right? Scarface verse on probably the second verse on No More Tears.
Yeah, he's incredible.
There's probably like more than 5, but yeah.
Yeah. Another one off the top of my head would be Corrupt on the Dr. Dre puffing on blunts and drinking Tanqueray. That's right.
Oh,
His
he
verse in
killed
that is
that.
like 2 minutes long or something. It's crazy. Yeah, he murdered that.
Got another Scarface one.
Another one for me is G-Rap on Stick to Your Guns on the MOP.
Oh God,
He
yeah.
demolished that.
I got a G-Rap one too that's really up there for me. On the Fat Joe Represent, You Must Be Out Your Mind.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That,
yeah.
that chitty chitty bang bang, the fucking brains hang. Oh my God. Oh, J Royale, his album, the trilogy chapter, third
Hmm.
album, G raps on there, my nigga.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that's a big get.
I told him, I said, yo, son.
You've
Like,
got the god on
and
there.
that dude don't disappoint, you know. I Reach Stoop and the Baltimore Housing Project are both classics. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
That was a good question, Lewis. You know, yeah, Scarface on No Tears. That, you know, he bodied that shit. Can't talk to my mama, so I talk to my diary. I fucking love that. Scarface is back, part 3, the final. Oh yeah, check out Nas Ain't Hard to Tell demo. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Game killed that with Nas. Yeah, I love that song. So many verses, bro. Trying to think. You know, Jay got to be on there for me personally. He has a lot of fucking amazing songs. Yeah. Any more fucking questions, bro? Like, just put them there.
I had a chance to ask you about the Wicked Vic.
Oh shit! Yeah, Juggalo Day was the 17th, right? February
Yeah.
17th. And me and Brandon, you know, Joker's Gallery, we did like just a hangout, like a lot. It was one of my favorite live streams ever. It was funny as fuck. You know Eric Johnson, right?
Yeah.
The nigga's hilarious. He came on panel. Yeah, it sucks. There's 2 good songs, but it's like it's like struggle likes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's okay. It's like that. It's like I don't feel strongly about like, oh yeah, that's just banging. You know what I'm saying? It's ugh.
Yeah, I saw that Romebone likes it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, because I watched, Beneath the Dirt, his show on YouTube. And
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, oh, it's pretty far. I was like, okay. Because I saw you guys talking about it on our Discord saying how trash it is. So I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, it's doo doo.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
it seems like the clients aren't too well at the moment.
yeah, they suck now, bro. I hate to say it. Like Twisted sucks now. Isham sucks. Yeah, they all suck. My 3 favorites, wicked shit, all terrible. Oh, we did my other podcast, the Clout Gallery, the 5-piece show.
Mhm.
We did top 3 like 3-piece groups, and Nod is number 1 for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Here, like you ever once.
Al Lou number 2 for
Yeah.
sure. Project Born, they're up there. You know that song "Losing It" with Isham? I think you heard them before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Dayton Family was definitely on there. Who else
Will
did I
Ghetto
do?
Boys count?
I didn't put them because they're not really hard. It's like everything that Fago Lovers does.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, they're like borderline. Yeah.
I like them better than everybody on there. So,
Yeah, it's just obviously, they're kind of considered pioneers, but yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah. It was a dude. Yeah, Nodis. Brandon and Luke had Nodis too, bro. So I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, you gotta have Nodis on there. I think anyway.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Period. I told my boy last night. Me and my boy was doing a private, like a private stream, and I said I like Nodis and Isham better than ICP and Twisted. Like everything. They're my favorite wicked shit group ever.
Mhm.
Period. So yeah, they were number 1 for me for sure. Got to do Blasphemy one day.
Yeah. We'll definitely do like multi-billionaire later on this year as well.
Yeah. Oh, and Bruce Wayne this year too, nigga. I'm down.
Yep, Bruce Wayne, but I don't Cape Crusade. I just stack pips and watch who's master bit. Yep.
You know Evil, right? The nigga that did a show with us for Alice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said he ordered Bruce Wayne. I said, oh, good. That shit's expensive, bro.
Yeah, that's his last great album.
Yeah, last classic for sure. I love that album, bro.
Yep, same here.
Fuck yeah. 11 people in the chat. Y'all niggas quiet.
They're just enjoying it so much.
Dayton Family is my shit. Shoestring and Bootleg is dope. What's on my mind? FBI. Thank you. Yeah, I love those albums. It was so funny, right? Yo, my nigga, I was baked on that episode, right?
Yeah.
And Uncle Mom was like, "You good, man? You got a show." It was so funny because I was like, "Yeah, man,
Dated.
Dayton
Yeah.
Family." I said, "Shoestring, Backstabber," and I forgot the other nigga's name. Then I came back, like, "Oh yeah, Bootleg."
Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah, they definitely made the 3-piece group. What's your favorite between those two, Ross? What's on my mind? The FBI?
Oh, I would go with FBI.
Yeah, even the meaning fuck being indicted. That shit's hard, bro.
Yep.
Bloodbath.
Eshan's on there too.
Yep, he's on there. 96, boy.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
love
have
them.
their album from 2002 as well. It's actually not bad. It's pretty good.
What's the name of that shit?
Called Welcome to My House or something like that. It's pretty
Oh, what are you talking about? Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I heard it, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty solid.
I love the
Welcome
game.
to the Dope House. That's what it's called.
Welcome to the Dope House.
Yeah.
They're like at a bar or something. It looks like a
Yes.
bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, dropped the same day as Godlike actually, and Eminem show. May 21st. That's the only good song on that album. Well, it's one of the only good songs.
Yeah. What up, Swizz the Beast? The best?
The best, yeah.
That's my dude right there. Yeah, I'm hyped. Yo, Game, you know me, Ross. I'm always defending Game. The niggas hate on him so hard. But the nigga's an idiot. He said, "Oh, Kanye did more for me in the past 2 weeks than Dr. Dre ever did." I'm like, "You're fucking smoking crack."
What?
Yeah, he said that on Drink Champs, Nori's podcast, which I refuse to watch because Nori's a fucking idiot. I can't stand that show. Terrible.
Oh god, yeah.
But yeah, Game's he's crazy. He just butthurt about the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
That's stupid. Zarface or Army of the Pharaohs? I'm going fucking Army of the Pharaohs. I love Zarface, but self-titled, my nigga. Come on.
Yeah, they're both dope. Both very dope.
They're both dope, man. Esoteric too. Jesus, the punches that nigga. He's in both groups, bro. He's in.
Yes.
Yeah. And he really should love the Unk. You know when he did that Zarface drawing.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, Antoine. Game said that, bro. Google it, bro. He said that stupid shit. Rest in peace to Blackistan. Definitely, man. Blackistan was ill. Passed away like what last week? 2 weeks ago?
Crazy.
Yeah, oh god, you would like it, Ross. He has a song called I forgot the title, but he's like rapping up to like kind of like how Nas did the perspective of a gun. He did the perspective of a cassette. Oh my god, it's legendary. Fire. You would like it. It's fucking fire, yeah. Blackistan was dope. He was in Army of Pharaohs. He's on a lot of made features on like Apathy's albums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
From the Connecticut area. You know the Game trolling Dr. Dre. I don't think Game's trolling. I think he's in his feelings, bro. To be honest, that's stupid as fuck.
You don't disrespect Dre.
I know, nigga. He put you on.
Yeah,
Game didn't say this, but his manager did. Whack 100. He said, "Yeah, Game wrote what up, gangsta." I'm like, how was it even possible when Game didn't get signed to fucking 04?
Yeah.
50 wrote that shit in 02, recording the album. Like, what the fuck? Niggas is just stupid, bro.
Yeah, and like Dre doesn't, he doesn't put that many people on.
Nah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited for that Love After Death, man, nigga. Like,
oh yeah,
I love that album.
And it'll be the second album we've reviewed this year called Life After Death.
Oh shit! Yeah, Love Novice.
Yeah.
I gotta get Black Sabbath, his album by Blackistan. Yeah, that's the album that has the cassette joint on there. Misanthropical one. Yeah, Misanthropical one is my brother, bro. You kidding me? Fuck yeah.
Yep, he who hungers.
He came on here before. Talking shit
he
with
did. Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be without him and Steve. I wouldn't be doing this shit, bro. Straight the fuck up. They inspired me, bro.
Yep, they're the OJs.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's a good question. BDK, Big Daddy King looks like a job for a Master A Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse. For me personally, but
Yeah, they're both fire. They're both
yeah,
really
looks like a
good.
job for is crack. But Slaughterhouse got that live from New York. It's Saturday night. Oh, that shit is crazy. Cheap ass nigga. That was on the fucking the infamous Video Music Monthly cassette.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that I talk about all the fucking time.
both former Cool Chillin' as well.
Oh yeah, yep. Oh, Juice Crew.
Yep,
I wonder if Game owns his Aftermath masters. I don't know, bro.
doubt it.
His only album on Aftermath is documentary, which is a fucking 5 mic classic.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Love that album. Yeah, when we would do that Kane episode, and I listened to Looks Like a Job, I was like, God damn, this shit is fire, bro. Like, highly enjoyed that. That's definitely
Yeah,
probably my second favorite Kane album.
yeah, I like most of his stuff,
You know, one
but then
album
he's
I
got
hate.
some. He's got some stuff that's really bad.
Really
but
fucking bad.
but in general, I like most of Big Daddy Kane stuff. Veterans Day is underrated.
I like that. I know Steven just fucking hates it. I like that album a little bit. Yeah. And he raps in, how can I say this? Like that Big Willie style. You know what I'm saying? Like that fly mafioso era style.
Yeah,
I love how Kane raps on that record. I love Slaughterhouse more than Sitting on Chrome. Chrome is an okay album. I love Sitting on Chrome, but I do prefer Slaughterhouse. Yeah. Super quiet Death Row's catalog. Shit's insane.
did he get it like fully?
I'm not sure, but according to Dominic, he did. Um, Resin says, "What you want to see from Death Row now that Snoop owns it? Sign like Doggy Style. Sign G
Yeah,
Perico.
the East Siders.
Sign East Side is Ricky East Side's album.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. Sign another West Coast nigga that I like a lot. I can't even fucking remember. Jay Worthy.
G,
No, he's on
G
Griselda.
Perico.
Yeah, G Perico. Sign him and sign Larry June, who's the nephew of you know Black C from RBL Posse.
Oh yeah, dope.
Yeah, and he's Diary June is dope. You would like him, Ross. Like
Mm-hmm.
all them Bay Area niggas that we like from the '90s. That's what he sounds like. Like it's so fucking dope.
Yeah,
It's dope. Real that smooth shit, bro. Yeah, I'm glad Snoop owns that shit, man. He
yeah.
deserves it.
Even just like new re-releases or something of all
Oh,
the
that'd be
classic stuff.
beautiful. Yeah, hell yeah.
Any stuff in the vaults? I know like they did like release a lot of unreleased stuff over the years, but even just re-release it again, that would be cool.
Released that Second to None album that's supposed to be in Death Row.
Oh, the shit it's called.
Yeah, the shit. I got it downloaded somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Quick supposed to be on Death Row, but something happened. I think he didn't agree with Suge's business tactics or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I know he was still maybe he was still locked into his like Profile Records contract or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, I know Suge got like a executive producer credit on Safe and Sign. And like
Fucking,
Quick was all over the compilations.
oh yeah. I worship Death Row, bro. I'm a big Death Row fan. Yeah. My two biggest fucking like what ifs would have been Lady of Rage dropped that 94 record like she's supposed to. I forgot the name of that shit. It had a different name than the fucking 97 album. I forgot the name of that shit. And then Nate Dogg supposed to drop an album because Hen Dog that passed away,
Mm-hmm.
him and Whiskey, they were working on the album and it was like dogs playing at a casino and Suge was like, stop it. Stop doing it. I was like,
Throw it
damn.
in the garbage. Yeah.
Yeah. Must have not liked fucking Nate Dogg. Doggy Style with the original next episode. Hell yes.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm down for that. For sure.
I love the song Doggy Style as well. If it didn't make the cut, I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's pretty fire.
Is it shitty sounding? I might have heard it. I think
It sounds okay. They released it on that Snoop compilation with it's like a black and white cover.
with his head
It's on
down.
that. Yeah, yeah.
I gotta hear it again. I don't fucking remember.
It's pretty dope. Yeah, I think it should have been on the album.
I want to review that too. I know it's not 92, but I want to review that.
Doggy Style. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do it this year for sure. I worship that album. Because we did the Chronic, we need to do Doggy Style, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolute. That's Jesus Christ. You know how much I love that album, bro? I can't even tell you.
I mean, they could always sign put like Dog Pound back on Death Row as well.
Oh hell yeah, they still got it.
Yeah, they do.
Props to you, Mike, for the Dogfather review because people sleep on this. His second, I got the CD. The album is dope. They diss on it because Dr. Dre wasn't for production, but it's a dope ass album. I agree. It took me my teenage years, but I love the Dogfather. I really do. I don't give a fuck what nobody
It
says.
grew on me as well.
Yeah,
I just think it's so different from the first album. I understand why people were like, "Whoa, what's this?" you know?
I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, I'll tell a story real quick. When I got
Yeah.
that, my mom got her hair done, man, and oh, she was taking forever. It was such a long, agonizing day. This is the day it came out because I remember Little Kim Hawker came out that day too, and I went to get the tape, and I waited all that time to come home, put it in the boombox, and I was so disappointed because it was like I had a long, stressful day for an
yeah.
11-year-old. That shit is annoying, right? And I'm a big Snoop. People niggas don't understand. I was in a building, so Snoop was like fucking. He was so big back then, and niggas couldn't wait for the second album.
Oh, he was like a superhero. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but like high school, I think I started really fucking with it because I went back to it and I was like, yeah, I love this album. You know, Gold
Yeah.
Rush. Ooh.
He was going through a lot at that time. You know, of
Mm-hmm.
the case he was dealing with, and like, you know, obviously Tupac passing, and like Dre leaving. Like he was dealing with a lot of stuff, and like, yeah, that album's a lot better in hindsight. Definitely,
For sure.
some really good tracks on there.
You got his hair pressed on the cover with the Godfather font. That's just fire, bro. I like that album. I really do.
Yeah.
I was listening to No Hook by RZA, Method Man with Shaq, and his rap first sounded like a fucking first.
Superman emblem. Yeah.
And I was talking to Uggs like, niggas should have put this onto Carol or something. Left Shaq off. Like he fucking hates Shaq. But I like the '96 record. What is it called?
Can't Stop the Rain.
Yeah, I like that album. And I like songs off the first two as well. Like even
I like them, but like I'm not going to defend them. Like they're, I don't know, they're kind of the closest thing to have to have guilty pleasure, I guess you could say. Like it's not,
yeah.
they're not that good per se, but they're entertaining. They're good fun. Good production and good features on both of those albums. You know,
Riz is dead nice. That nigga's nasty, man. I'm hearing mixed opinions about this Kung Fu Theater record with DJ Scratch.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Came out yesterday. My boy, he said that shit was fire. And somebody else said that shit's trash. And I don't know. I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
The Onyx album is fucking banging. It's called 1993.
93? Yeah.
The cover is atrocious. I hate that kind of exaggerated artwork.
Oh, let's see. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's terrible. But the album is flames to me, though. Me personally, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I think Sun C's on a track or two, too. Like I heard it. Sun C, what up? Some of that Sticky Finger said. Just that's rapping, I believe. I listened to it again. It was late at night when I heard it.
That's dope.
Yeah. My nigga Donovan said Shaq had great producers on his albums. Yeah, Eric Sermon and shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Ali Shaheed Muhammad. And...
RZA.
Yep. Redman, actually, as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, on the second track on Shaq Fu. It's weird because, you know, Shaq at the end of his verse is like, oh, here comes the Redman. But then Keith Murray comes in and says, like, oh, Redman couldn't make it or something. It makes me think that they did plan to have Redman, but I guess he couldn't do it, so they got Keith Murray instead or something. I don't know. Keith Murray was fire, though, back then, so it didn't really matter.
Oh, I love Keith Murray, bro. You kidding me? Like, I always say this, one of the underrated posse cuts. I Shot You, the LL record, Mr. Smith, for like LL, Prodigy, Foxy, Joe, Keith Murray. Oh my goodness. Shit is flames.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I know that album cover, by the way, is ugly as hell. Jesus.
It's fucking terrible. I always hated that like over fucking exaggerated art. I just don't like that shit at all. I mean, I like it on Violator. You know the Violator comps?
Yes,
I
yeah.
like that. It looks kind of clean, but that shit is ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it reminds me of Road Rash, the video game. It had like menus like that. Yeah.
I remember Road Rash had like Soundgarden on there and shit. I
Yep.
think, yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Rusty
Outshined was on there.
Outshine, yeah. See, I had a good memory, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're about an hour in. When I end it now, because I know it's late over there, my G.
Yeah, sure. It's just another thing on that album cover as well. It's like it's called 93. Like, I don't know, it's like show maybe like having an old picture of them from like 93 or something on the
Yeah, that'd be
cover. Like,
dope.
I don't know. It just
That
seems like an easy thing and they mucked it up.
and the album's good. The album is fucking dope to me. Like the beats are outstanding. You know, it does sound like '93.
Yeah, that's dope.
I like it. I think Arnie still got it, bro.
Yeah, and they've been busy. Like they for the last 10 years or so, they've just been cranking out albums left and right.
Yes, they have. Mob Deep Shook One Part One should have been a single. I think it was a single.
I
But
think it
like,
was. It was like an underground single,
yeah,
white label kind of thing.
that song is crazy, bro.
Oh, it is. Yeah, mad dark.
Beats on that shit, fucking hell. 10 Talk 4 next Friday, my G. Like, I can't wait till the artwork and track list to drop.
So Conway's off Griselda now?
That's the fucking peep. They're exaggerating it. He gotta re-sign his contract. That's all he said he's gonna do it. So
So it's
yeah,
been blown out of
yeah.
proportion.
It's
Just
still,
everyone saying, "Oh, he's gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because on Bootleg Cav, he's like, yeah, I'm not signing Griselda at the moment, but me and Wes are gonna handle that. I want to re-sign my contract. So yeah, niggas is wilding.
Yeah, you know what? That's the problem with the internet kind of age. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
People are desperate to make up news stories.
Would have dope if Tupac and Snoop made an album together if they didn't fall out before his passing. That shit.
Oh, it would have been, yeah.
Oh yes, it would have, bro.
Wanted, dead or alive.
That's on that motherfucking
Gridlock soundtrack.
That movie is hilarious. Yeah. All right, y'all. Next week, top 10 Rockefeller Records albums with me and Rip Cardo, man. Cold chilling. And Ross be back the week after that for the Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death album review.
Yeah, I'll take a week off.
Yeah. And on that,
rest my vocal cords.
That's great. And on that note, shout out to the chat.
Yep, thanks for swinging by.
Thanks, y'all. We out.